The body has a small antenna for information, a gland sitting in the center of your head.
Pituitary are mostly melanin. A type of melanin makes the skin pigment, but they're a slightly different kind of melanin. In my research, have found that the melanin in the pineal, which in Eastern medicine is the third eye, the seat of the third eye, is very, very, very good at picking up informational signals and adding a time content to them, thus subtracting a non-time content.
These people, they live in a different reality, in a reality which is very changed, and few of them are adapted to live in this reality. So naturally, they can't function very well. So the only safe place, only good place for them would be the mental hospital, unless they can integrate their different view of reality with their daily lives. Now, if they can integrate it, then we have people like Newton, like Darwin, like Faraday. These are the so-called geniuses.
The thing that I'm not certain that we have talked about is, what is it that is evolving?
The nervous system is that thing that gives us the picture of our realities. That is, our realities, that reality which you see all around you, the flowers and the chairs and the microphones and the teacup, is given to us by our senses.
Yeah.
We don't see light which is beyond UV and beyond infrared. We hear only a limited scale of vibrations, like, for instance, we hear anywhere from 52 to 20,000 maximum. In other words, all our senses are limited. So, with these limited senses, we naturally are seeing through a very narrow kind of tube or very narrow slit in the total reality there is. Now, as you're evolving, what happens is that slit opens up more and more and more. So you see more and more of that reality, and we assume that we see different realities. They're not very different realities, but rather a very extended, broad view of.
Isn't it true that fluoride deadens or hardens the pineal gland?
Absolutely. There are many ways to sterilize water other than chlorine and fluorine. So I can tell you that the main thing that halides, which are chlorine, fluorine, bromine, mainly what they do in the body is congeal cholesterol into arterial plaque. It closes down the artery. That oil, one drop put in a slice of bread eaten daily, and you have no caries whatsoever. There's no tooth decay. It eliminates tooth decay.
So,
and they did this on thousands and hundreds of thousands of children in Europe after World War II.
So you're saying that this oil, if taken, would help to decalcify the pineal gland or somehow increase its
If the pineal gland is calcified by halides, yes, it would. I'll take the hit for this, let's put it that way. It's my conjecture that the only reason we use chloride in the water was because the politicians have already spent all of the Social Security money. So you've got to have something there so that people die at retirement age. Then, because of healthcare getting better, we had to have something else that made it happen even faster, so we put fluoride in the water.
Wow.
Because they could have gotten rid of tooth decay with an absolutely benign substance that we had a whole industry here that could go out and bring us back all we could ever use for the whole world, very inexpensively and totally non-negatively in the body, but we didn't do that.